to remember is it's not about the mistakes you made along the way. This is how most relationships go down the drain. The logical mind starts to think that, oh, this so-and-so made a mistake, he made a mistake. Then the logical circuit about the relationship begins at the mistakes that you have both made. Those are no longer relationships. They're soul evolutionary, ways of evolving, I should say. They're not relationships. Relationships need to that attract each other correctly rely on each one being able to empty the mind of anything that has gone to that partner, or vice versa, at least once if not twice a day. Understand? So it doesn't matter what he said or did, right? The love is there, and vice versa, doesn't matter what he said or did. Right?
Did you hear that?
I think so. Say it again.
In other words, it doesn't matter what he said or what he did that day. You release all those actions and just let the love exist.
Right, yeah.
So you love without condition. So that means that no matter what he did, you still love him just the same.
Yeah,
so if he was shorter, whatever happened.
Right, the moment you say, I can't love this guy if he's done this, you start to lose your spiritual integrity.
Yes,
the moment you do that. I'm
so,
sorry?
I mean, I feel like I'm still there regardless of what he's done.
Right, yeah. And that's both your souls are trying to work it out. Your souls are trying to work it out.
Aww.
So,
we will. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Some days you gotta love without whatever he does, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, because what happens is, I know you're still here with him, but the point is that you're still here with him, and you still feel the way you feel. He gets on your nerves. He makes you, got your spine all twisted a little bit. You got to breathe into your spine now because of all this stuff, not understanding him. He's not communicating, all that kind of stuff. But if you just release everything he does every night, and just love him just for the is, right?
Would that also mean that in another way, she really needs to make sure that she loves herself all the way through that?
What's happening to you is your body is overreacting to the relationship. In a sense, okay? That's hurting him. So the prayer was for the anger. It was the prayer that you release the aspects of your emotions that were out of harmony with your heart's desires for the relationship. That's what it was. Okay? What you'll find is the guy's perfectly okay to do things the way you want them to be done for your own, like enjoyment of living. And it's like what a very good quality he has that are good for you. There's good quality. For it, don't let the mind emphasize that there's errors in the relationship. That's what both of you disconnected understand. It's like
things
I wrote about this in the book. It's like I've got to read it myself, and I had to write the book just to really discipline it, because I had to discipline myself every single time. Everything's in perfection, in divine perfection. Like if you don't feel quite right, it feels like you're in. But there's someone, okay, if I don't feel right about something, there's a divine perfection to it. I don't get it. But if you trust that it's there, all of a sudden everything works out. Understand? But if the moment something doesn't feel right, let me cut it off, then the flow of that divine perspective gets missed and the ego, gets in the way. So if something isn't working, it's like trust, okay, God, everything is imperfection here. I know everything is imperfection. I can get it. So let me unteach myself that there are errors in this relationship. That's spiritual love. You understand?